Hi, Fevzi Korkutata is here again. Nowadays, I've started to create some screencasts about WebLogic and middleware. Mostly, I'm preparing some advanced WebLogic administration and development tutorials and learnings, and I'm publishing these to my YouTube channel. If you send me some feedbacks or subscribe to my channel, maybe we'll prepare some tutorials and learnings together. We'll see what will happen in my channel. So today I'm going to show you how to monitor remote web service performances on your current WebLogic domain. Let's say you are consuming a third-party, a remote web service, and you want to monitor the remote host performance on your WebLogic domain. So for the test purpose, I'm going to use DNE Online. This is a public web service. There is a calculator web service for adding, dividing, multiplying, and subtracting. And this is web service test client. It comes with WebLogic administration console. You can enable or disable it. By default, it's disabled. You have to enable web service test client. So let's start. This is the WSDL visual address. Add it to web service test client. Let's test add operation. I'm expecting 24. Yeah, the web service is just working well. So let's switch back to WLSTM console. Go to backend generic dashboard. I can see the web service calls. This is a socket read event actually. For the test purpose, the threshold is about 1 millisecond. Currently, I'm working on managed server 1, so the socket read threshold is 1 millisecond. It's just for test purpose, for the screencast. So it doesn't make sense. So I think for a production environment, 30 seconds is a good threshold. So I just received a backend notification. So my 8th call is over 1 milliseconds. Open the detail page. I can see all the socket read events in WLSTM console. Also, I'm expecting to get an email notification. This is the email 8th event catched by WLSTM and send it as an email. So by controlling this HTML email, I can understand that DNE Online is not working well. So let's also check it in the socket.io dashboard. So I can see all the calls, all the web service calls in here. Okay, let's say this is not enough me and I want to calculate all the details for the web service producer, because I want to understand what's going on even in my system and also in the remote system. So for doing this, we are going to use curl. So let's go to terminal. I'm trying to find, okay. This is the application which is curl vs. So I have write a script which is curl swap vs sh. This script has a response. It calls the web service x.net global weather public application. So I'm passing a request, swap request. This is my swap request, and also I'm providing a curl format for getting the information from curl, and it generates a response XML like this. So let's copy this script because we are going to use it on the WLSTM console. Switch to monitoring and diagnostic page, generic DevOps admin, and click on new generic DevOps admin. Choose embedded scripts and target it to manage server 1 and click on transform. When you before the transform, let's trigger this script in the terminal. I'm calling curl swap. Yes, this script's just working well. It's just generating all the response times from the producer web service. So I can understand the DNS domain name lookup time. The total time is calculated here. So you can read the parameters for curl in the documentation. So let's switch to WLSTM console and click on transform. Okay, WLSTM worked well. It gathered all the attribute names and attribute types. Click on next. So I have created a dashboard. This is my custom dashboard. Calculating weather web service performance, and I'm choosing attributes in the same chart. And click on save. Okay, it's created successfully. Let's switch back to endpoint performance chain. That's it. I can see all the details for weather web service performance. Let's increase the chart height. Okay, now it's more readable. Let's say I want to get some notification about this web service. Just click on alarm on and give a threshold. For the test purpose, I'm giving very low threshold. Okay, all the values is just over threshold, and also I got some notifications. So also go back to your inbox. I've got all the details about this web service, like response time total, time application connect, time connect, DNS times, and other details. So when you get an email, let's say you are not on, you are just mobile and you are not on your desk, and you are getting an email in a train or in a park or in the weekend, so you can redirect or contact to third party responsible person and warn him about the weak performance. In this way, you can manage your WebLogic domain as a mission critical system. So you can feel like this, okay, by following my emails, I can understand what's going on in my WebLogic domain. So an advanced WebLogic administrator should write a lot of scripts and uh, custom scripts or automated scripts to manage his or her WebLogic domain as a mission critical system. So let's go again, endpoint performance, and let's change the threshold again. Okay, these are under threshold and these are just over threshold. So you can also follow it from the grid table. This is part 2. In this part, let's take this automation, take this monitoring to the next level. Okay, anymore we are able to get a notification about weak web service performance as a consumer. Our remote host web service has a weak performance, and I'm able to get all the details by using curl functionalities. So how about inform the third party responsible person or people or a group automatically send an email that your web service has a weak performance. Please let us know. Please solve the problem and let us know the result. Something like that. Before doing that, let's check my previous notification. Anymore, we are able to get a notification like this. So the most important part is response time total. So I have prepared a shell script for sending auto email to the third party like this. So I have to pass 2 arguments for this script. One will be metric name and the other will be metric value. Let's copy this script because we are going to use in WLSTM console. Switch to monitoring and diagnostic page, user-defined actions, new user-defined action, email third party. I'm giving this name. Let's paste it. Okay, this is the shell script that we are going to use. So remember to pass metric name and metric value as shell arguments. For the first argument, metric name, and the second argument will be metric value. Let's add them and give a description for your script. Inform the third party responsible person. That's it. Let's save it. Okay, we have defined our custom action. Let's go back to endpoint performance dashboard and open metric and chart options. We are going to use response time total GMX MBin because this is enough for defining a threshold. Click on actions and match email third party custom action which I've created in the previous tab. Enable alarm and give I'm going to give 0.4. It's just for testing purpose to get a notification. Okay, anymore I'm expecting to get a metric notification. Let's go to metric notification page. Currently I don't have any alert in the open alert in the metric notification page. Okay, I just received an alert for now, so I'm expecting to get 2 email anymore. This is the first email. Anymore it's just different because I have an attachment. Let's open the attachment, and it says that email third party custom action is just fired on the server successfully. After the custom action execution, I've got another email, which is my custom action. This is an auto email, and we've defined in the shell script, in the custom action. But it is totally dynamically because it will send an email to the responsible people or group or company. It can be a third-party company or another group in your organization or in your company. So they will receive an email like this. The weather vs performance is about 0.5. So it doesn't make sense. We are just giving this threshold for the demonstration for the tutorial, but giving 30 seconds is something reasonable. So sending an email, an auto email to your third party is just something operational excellence. So all the monitoring progress for your WebLogic domain is totally automated, and you're also informing your remote administrator by sending a personal email to his or her inbox. Let's go back to endpoint performance page, and as you see, the response time total is over threshold, and the problem is still exists when the remote people just take an action. Maybe they are having some database issue or like that. They fix the issue and you will get a clear email. It will be also automatically in WLSTM. Let's change the threshold. Okay, anymore. Uh, Everything is just fine for my weather VS. Let's check the inbox. I'm expecting to get a clear email about that problem is just resolved. Let's go to metric notification page. I have still an alert. Okay, I just received my clear email. We can say that anymore the problem is just resolved and everything is just fine. By following your email, you can understand that, okay, the remote web service has a weak performance and my action is just triggered. My custom action is just triggered. Okay, after that, I created another email, and which means I've informed the third party and they take some actions about resolving the problem. And after that, I got a clear email. I, I don't connect it to my WebLogic console or something like that. Just I followed my email. If the clear email takes too long, maybe you should call the third party about solving problem. If you have an IVR or something like that, maybe you can also automate your phone calls to call the third party administrator. Uh, I've just finished my part 2, so thank you for watching. Do not forget about to subscribe my channel. I'm not expecting to earn money from my YouTube channel, but it will give me some motivation for the next tutorials that I'm going to prepare. So if you have some special request, please write to me as a comment or just reach me directly. Because mostly I'm just preparing some advanced monitoring issues about WebLogic infrastructure. Thank you for watching again and have a good day.